It is that time of day when you're thinking you might get yourself a little snack. Something salty, sugary, I don't know, something from a vending machine. If that is your plan, hold the phone because you're going to have to explain that choice to my next guest, Jamie Oliver. He's the celebrity chef and the food crusader who is warning the developed world that we are getting fat, and not just a little fat, dangerously fat. He's here today to help promote his cause célèbre, which is Food Revolution Day. It's tomorrow. Jamie, great to see you, and I'm so glad you're here because there was this report that was just released in Oregon. Keep it in mind, Oregon. Take a look at the number. According to the Oregon Health Authority, 60% of adults in that state are either overweight or obese, and this is Oregon, which is known for the outdoor lifestyle and the sports. If Oregon is at that state, what state are we in here?
Well, I think, whether it's the United States of America or Britain, we're both doing really well in getting really unwell. And the reality is life has changed over the last 30, 40 years, and the biggest killer in both our countries is not car crashes, it's not war, it's not homicide, it's not even smoking cancer anymore, it's diet-related disease. So from my point of view, I guess the last 7, 8 years I've spent trying to make awareness. I mean, I've got so many sort of strands of what I do, whether it's sort of telling people about how amazing food is and how simple it is and how cheap it can be and having fun with it, to sort of campaigning against governments and sort of, trying to do documentaries to try and get, big companies to change the things that they're doing. So I do a whole number of different things. But tomorrow, Food Revolution Day, it's really about trying to get everyone to just have fun with food.
I remember one of the first times I saw you, you were showing a tomato to some kids in school and asking them what it was, and a lot of them had no idea, and it was really earth-shattering to see that. One of the things that you put out in your press release, which I couldn't believe when I saw it, I had to read it twice, so I'm going to put it up on the screen. And I think people will probably take note. More people die from diet-related diseases every year than from drugs, alcohol, and war combined. And also, the majority of the world's population is more likely to die from obesity than from hunger. How are these statistics even possible, especially on the global level?
A lot has happened and a lot has changed in the last 40 years, whether it's the types of farming, whether it's technology and the kinds of processed foods that we can buy into. At the same time, many people go to work. 30 years ago in America, only 12% of women worked. Now it's about 65%. So our lives, our world, and our priorities have changed a lot. And, it's always a shock. I mean, we have a scheme in England where I build kitchens and gardens in schools. And we went to the poorest school in this part of London the other day. And in the outside area, when I walked outside, all these 8- and 9-year-old kids, they all had mobile phones. And all the big brands, all the £200-300 phones.
Wow.
And this is so you can see how much our lives are changing and our priorities. And I guess, what I'm trying to make Food Revolution Day celebrate is it's not my day, I don't own it, but also I've realised, working in the States now for about 14 years, all the answers are here in the States. There's amazing people all around the country doing beautiful things. Parents, groups, organisations, companies, some businesses. And what we're trying to do on Food Revolution Day is give them all a pat on the back, join them all up, and also try and give them all more confidence to carry on doing the great work they're doing.
It's a huge effort, and it's noble, especially in a country where we have a restaurant called the Heart Attack Grill. And just for those who may not know about the Heart Attack Grill, let's read the menu, shall we? It reads, over 350 pounds, you eat free. This is a restaurant that's boasting a quadruple bypass burger that has 8,000 calories if you finish it. People have actually passed out and had to be, 911 and paramedics have had to be called. Have a listen to this.
Other diets don't deliver results, but I've made incredible progress on the Heart Attack Grill diet. A couple months ago, I was wearing these.
No. So this, I mean, I get it, and we're all laughing and it's funny, but the reality is, this is a marketing ploy that people are buying into because there's no shortage of business at the Heart Attack Grill.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, I think, look, I've worked in many of America's communities. I've spent times in elementary schools, high schools, poor areas, You know, parts of America where there's no clean water coming into their mains water, where getting fresh food can be a 50-minute journey away just to get fresh food instead of the processed food. You know, the reality is whether you're talking about Britain or America, is our countries are in crisis. And the biggest killer is being ignored because it's not very dramatic. There's no bullets, there's no car chases, you know, and, you know, I guess, you know, what Food Revolution Day is all about is trying to get the people that do care. You know, because America is a very diverse country of amazing producers, amazing supplies, amazing culinary history. I mean, it's a melting pot for the whole world. So there's so much to celebrate, for sure.
You say there's no bullets and there's no sirens, and actually people are laughing more than they are crying about the crisis we're in. I want you to look at a picture on your screen as we go out to break. If you can stand by for 1 second, this is Honda's newest answer to how we are supposed to be getting around the office. I kid you not. Because it's just too tough to walk to the elevator. Jamie, you're going to have to get me off the ledge when we come back after the break. We are back live with celebrity chef and food crusader Jamie Oliver. He's organizing tomorrow's global event, Food Revolution Day. Jamie, before the break, I threw up on the screen that new device from Honda. It's called the Unicub. Take a look at this. It's a chair. It's a scooter. Basically, it's a device that basically allows you never to get off your butt and walk anywhere again. Is there any place for something like this in our existence, Jamie?
I don't think so. No, I think, you know, the idea of trying to get a bit more physical, even if it's walking to work or up the stairs, you know, they're the kind of things that are really going to help people, not making life easier.
Yeah. So listen, there was a group of doctors that asked... Oh, bless you. There was a group of doctors that asked our president to stop eating junk food in public. And you probably have heard about Michelle Obama, the First Lady's efforts to really get this country thinking about fresh foods. She planted a garden at the White House. She's into exercise. Other people criticize and say that's nanny nation. Is there anything wrong with making these efforts so public?
No, I don't think so at all. I mean, I think if the Obama administration really care about, you know, their country, of course they have to acknowledge the biggest killer. And, you know, I think Mrs. Obama has been wanting to do a lot of stuff. But I think the way I look at it is, over the last 8 years, I've started to realise that politics is very, very... it doesn't have as much control as we all think it does. Do you know what I mean? I think the real key lays with the public, and every time the public decide to buy something here or there, they're essentially voting the best vote of their life, you know. So for me, I think there's way more power with the public, inspiring the public. And, you know, I'm seeing change here in the States, but back home in the UK, I've seen some dramatic change just by informing the public about how certain things are made and how certain things aren't made. And it's not so much don't have a burger, because we all love a burger, but I think you want to know what's in it, and you want to have clear signposting about, you know, is it good for you or not? And then if you're indulging, indulge. But you don't really want to be indulging when you don't think that you are.
Right. And also, you might not want to get the quadruple bypass burger. Jamie Oliver, thank you for being here. It's great to see you, and good luck with Food Revolution Day tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Nice to see you. And we are back right after this.